In March, a streamer walked into one of the most dangerous blocks in Chicago, live in front of 40,000 people, and told them he was there to give money to the kids. Minutes later, he was in handcuffs, and almost nobody believed it was real. That's the thing about N3on. He is one of the biggest names on Kick right now, averaging more views than most of the competition combined. But the bigger he gets, the harder it gets to tell where the streamer ends and where the person begins. And I don't think that is an accident. Rangesh Mutama, better known as N3on, is 21 from the Bay Area and currently one of the most watched streamers on Kick. In October alone, he had more hours watched than Asmongold, Aiden Ross, and Jinxie combined. But that is not how he got here. Back in May 2023, N3on went off on a guest during a stream with Aiden Ross, telling her she was fat, that someone should hurt her, that she should kill herself. It was bad enough that Sneeko, sitting right there, got up and left, and that clip has actually made him famous. But just because he's a piece of shit doesn't mean he gets to be shown on my channel, because, you know, my channel is so prestigious with all of us 73 subs. But that is the moment he stopped being a small NBA 2K streamer and became must-watch chaos. And once that formula works, it becomes the formula. He has been swatted on stream more than once, armed police pointing guns at his bodyguard, while he calmly tells the camera that this happens all the time. He knows every cop here. He ran a 24/7 subathon out of a house full of other streamers. Within days, it produced a swatting and an on-stream fight, plus a temporary ban. Kick themselves came out and confirmed that he has been view-botting his stream. The numbers people thought that they were watching weren't real. Around the same time, he got kicked out of his LA house and had his filming license pulled. Each of these blew up as its own controversy, but laid end to end. They're not separate stories. They're the same story on repeat. Chaos happens, it gets clipped, it goes viral, and somewhere in the replies, somebody points out that it doesn't add up, which is what makes the next one interesting. In March, Selena Powell went on stream and said that she had slept with N3on. But the part that mattered wasn't the hookup. It was her saying point blank that he is not who people think he is, that he puts on an act while streaming. Aiden Ross got him on the phone live and just kept asking, did you sleep with her? Yes or no? And N3on did what he always does when a real thing is on the line. He didn't deny it. He barely answered at all. He just let the moment exist, because the moment itself is the content. He doesn't have to do anything. Here's what I think gets missed with N3on. Everyone keeps asking if each individual moment is real or fake. Like, that's the interesting question, but it isn't. The interesting part is that his whole career is built upon making that question impossible to answer, and that uncertainty is the actual product. Think about what view-botting really means here. He wasn't just lying about numbers for vanity. He was performing a level of success so convincingly that even the metrics had to be fake to keep up with his character. The character outgrew the reality, so the reality got edited to match it. That's the same instinct behind the O-Block, behind the swatting, behind the subathon house falling apart on day one. None of it needs to be real in the traditional sense, because the audience isn't watching for the truth. They're watching for the next unbelievable thing. And once it's a clip with 2 million views, whether it was staged or not doesn't really matter. Which brings it back to Selena's line. He is not who you think he is. She probably meant it as an insult, like she'd caught him in something. But honestly, everybody already half knows that. The audience watching N3on aren't watching a person. They're watching a character having an extremely public breakdown in real time. And collectively, nobody wants to ask too many questions about where the line is, because the show stops being fun the moment somebody answers that question. So when N3on stood in O-Block telling 40,000 people that he was there to give money to kids right before getting cuffed, maybe the most honest moment about the whole thing wasn't if it was staged or not. It's that at this point, even he might not be able to tell the difference anymore. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from you guys, and I will never stop uploading these videos because I enjoy it so fucking much. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like. And of course, don't forget to give me some feedback on what I can do better. Until next time.